Well, it's a love story at its core, just pure and simple love story. And in that regard, it's, everyone can have a reaction to it because most people, hopefully, have experienced love in their lives. The thing that really drew me to it, aside from the fact, obviously, that I wanted to work with Cate and with Todd and that we had a beautiful screenplay, was that I thought it was a really beautiful coming-of-age story for both women. And they're both very different points in their lives, but they're both coming of age in a way. They both are deciding what kind of women they want to be, what kind of lives they want to have, and they're both deciding whether or not they're going to live by their truth. And they sort of come together in this strange way and sort of help each other along that path. Well, yeah, like I said, even at the start of the film, I think Therese, she has all the things she's supposed to have as a young woman, like this sort of perfect boyfriend and this job, but she doesn't feel satisfied or fulfilled by it, and I don't think she really understands why. And then when Carol walks in, she's instantly drawn to her, and I think she didn't even know that it was possible to be like Carol. She's figuring out what kind of woman she wants to be, and I don't think she even thought it was possible to be that kind of woman. And Carol comes in, she's very self-possessed, and she's very different than a lot of the women back then. And I think Therese is instantly drawn to it and thinks, oh, is this possible for me? Could I be this kind of woman? And yeah, and then the rest unfolds the way that it does. Well, I mean, Cate herself is so magnetic on camera and in person, very much the way Carol is. You're just sort of instantly drawn to her and want to watch her. And I remember seeing her for the first time in Elizabeth, and it was a very similar reaction that Therese had to Carol. I couldn't believe she existed. I didn't understand what she was doing or how she was doing it, and I wanted to understand it. And so I think Therese sort of has a very similar reaction when she sees Carol for the first time. She can't believe that a woman like this exists, and how can I be a woman like this? And yeah, working with her was incredible. I was really lucky. I would say for 2/3 of the film, Therese is very much a reactionary character. Everything she's doing is in reaction to someone else, and it's a very quiet performance, and you couldn't ask for anyone better to be reacting to than Cate, so. Yeah, I mean, every single part of sort of everything. Sandy Powell's costumes were, from the moment I put them on, there wasn't one thing she showed me that I didn't think was right for the character. Everyone just knew what world we were in, and that's sort of a testament to Todd. For the months leading up to when we started shooting, he was so inclusive with his research and sent us, 4 or 5 different mixtapes of music from the period and this beautiful lookbook of how he wanted the movie to look and feel, and all these films for us to watch. So we all kind of came there knowing what world we were in. And it's hard when you're making something that's period. I mean, in any movie you want to know what world you're in, but especially when you're doing period, there's so many different ways to depict it. And I think because we all knew what world we were in, everyone was sort of in sync with one another, and you can see that in the film. Yeah, the film feels like it was made in the 50s. It doesn't feel like a movie that was made about the 50s. It feels like it was actually made in the 50s. I mean, I'd be happy for people to be moved by anything. I mean, you just hope they're moved, period. I don't think it's a film with a sort of social agenda or any specific message. I think so far people's reactions have been deeply personal and so very varied, because obviously everyone's going to have a different thing that they personally connect to in the film. But you just hope that people are moved in general and that it's a film that stays with them, something that they think about for days after they've seen it, which has been the case so far, and that's sort of the best thing you can hope for a film.